All right, we're with Todd Knight, head coach of the Newberry College Wolves, after our second scrimmage of the preseason. Only 3 days since the first one. Not much time to get into the new thing, but we got class starting and all that. How do you think the guys are adjusting to practice and class?
I think they're adjusting to it a little bit better than I am at this point. We're trying to push them, hurrying from class to the film room, from the film room out to the field, and they seem to take it all in stride. It bothers me a little bit, but I've talked to the academic dean, but there's just no way that we can get around this class thing here. It's really bothering me.
Well, we're working through it so far. Seemed good. Second scrimmage today, rather. How do you think it went overall? It seemed like the defense picked it up a little bit from Saturday's scrimmage.
Well, that was what we were shooting for today. They needed to polish it up a little bit. Offense is way ahead of the curve, so we played a lot of young kids offensively. The older kids on defense took a handful of snaps early. I just wanted to make sure that they had it all pulled together. And then basically this scrimmage was all the young kids, seeing where we stand with them, where they're going to fall on the depth chart, who we can count on, who we can't going into the season.
And then who are some guys that particularly stood out today? Because with that being a lot of young guys, there's some guys making a name for themselves and moving up the ladder on the depth chart.
Well, Parker Hite definitely proved that he can execute the offense today, and a kid like Joe Smith on defense, we know we can count on him. There's not any question about that anymore. There's several other ones, but after we evaluate the film, we'll figure out, I think a kid like Jake Brown may sneak his way onto the travel squad and dress for us as a true freshman. Gutsy little receiver that we signed out of Georgia. So I'm sure there's going to be 2 or 3 more diamonds in the rough as we look closer.
And then we've got one more scrimmage on Saturday afternoon. Only a week from our first game after that. What are some things you look to accomplish in the remainder of those practices and that Saturday scrimmage especially?
Well, with the remaining practices, we just need to polish up some things with the kicking game. There's a few phases of it that we haven't installed at this point, onside, hands, safety, this type of thing. So we got to hit all phases of it. And on Saturday, we're going to basically take a look at everything Livingstone-wise. So our offense versus Livingstone's defense, our defense versus Livingstone's offense. And really kicking into a different gear right here. It's almost like game week starting early.
All right, Coach. Well, we look forward to talking to you after Saturday's scrimmage and look forward to all that preparation.
Thank you, sir.
All right, we're with Parker Hite, quarterback for the Newberry College Wolves after our second scrimmage. Got a lot of playing time today. How do you think you did in the scrimmage today?
I thought I did pretty well. I made a couple mistakes, left one ball a little inside and had a pick there. But overall, I think we did some good things with the second offensive line moving against first defense. And I thought we did pretty well as a second offensive unit going against first D and against second D.
Had a couple of touchdown passes and engineered a couple of touchdown drives that ended in rushing touchdowns. One of those passes to Eric Huggins, a very good pass. Talk a little bit about your connection with him and just how it is working with your receiving core.
Well, I mean, all the receivers, they always come out, and if I ask to throw extra after practice or anything like that, they're always more than welcome to do that. And Eric especially has always been one that I could call up and say, hey, man, you want to come throw? And yeah. And I remember we stayed out of practice a couple of times and throwing around, and he's just really hard to cover out there, especially if you got a corner man up on him. He's just almost uncoverable as big as he is. And Treasure Wilson stepped up for us big at Y today because Cameron had to move up because of DP being hurt in the scrimmage. I think we got a really good second group, and the second team running backs are Squeaky, Terrence Wilson, and Mario Carter. I thought they did run the ball very well today and hit the hole when we had holes.
And then I noticed you in a little bit of special teams. You're out there with the punt team and you can hold extra points and field goals if you need to. Talk a little bit about all the different ways you wind up getting used to take advantage of the skills you have.
Well, I mean, they got me at a protector on punt team. I guess they said it's not a big physical thing, but it's people that actually give effort and do things like that. And I just think I'm so grateful that the coaching staff has felt that they can put me on the field, and I'm just going to go out there and do what I'm supposed to do and give 100%. And not holding PAT anymore because of lack of hands, but.
Well, it's good to see you out there on the field as a quarterback in all the positions you do. Look forward to talking to you again.
All right, thanks, Josh.
All right, we're with Joe Smith, linebacker for the Newberry College Wolves. Only a sophomore on the field, rotating in and out with the first unit today, and also a member of the Order of the Gray Stripe. We'll start with that. How does it feel to have that confidence in in you by your teammates and coaches to nominate you for that honor?
Being a Gray Stripe, it was really a great honor being selected by my coaches and the peers, since being that I'm such a young player. But it really is a lot of responsibility come with it. It's a great honor, like I said. Really got to help the younger kids than me, because I know what it feels like to be a freshman. And I'm just trying to help everybody up and do my part on the team. I don't want to be the weakest link, even though I'm a young guy, so I just try to stay up there, keep the momentum up, keep the players up.
All right, and then, like I said, moving up with the first unit today. Haven't always been there, been in and out, and you got to put in a lot of hard work to stay there. How does it feel to be only a sophomore but be up there with the starters?
Oh, this is a great honor. I just try to play hard, do my best on the field. That's all I can do. And as long as I'm helping the team, not hurting my teammates, then I'm going to try to stay with them for as long as I can.
And then the defense, our defense especially, we rotate in a lot of guys in and out. Everybody's on and off the field. Who are some other guys that, while you're playing and while you're on the sidelines, you've seen that have done a really good job as we get ready for the Livingstone game next weekend?
Oh, man, there's so many, especially my co-linebacker, Apollo Stretch, Josh Williams, Xavier Wallace, cheer up my whole D-line, because that's what keeps me roaming free to make tackles. Cheer Arterial Honor, Eli, Jason, Dre, all. It was just a team, a whole defense, we're a core. So as long as we get the job done, we're good.
All right, well, we look forward to that teamwork out on the field as we take on Livingstone next week. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.